All right, we're back. Get into this. Got some farming to start doing today. Need to get back into it. Almost there with the fire superstones, so that'll be happening probably in the next couple weeks. Thinking early, sometime early, as long as I stick to it. I'll end up having Fire Yuki done as far as Super Evolution, and then move on to Water. But we shall see. Yeah, we still got about 12 hours left, so make sure you guys, if you're going to, again, just off of my other recommendations, 100% for my new players, definitely, if you had the opportunity, get into this 5-star Rebirth Festival and summon hopefully 4 Drakars, and one of them being Fire. Fire Drakar does go a long way in this game for a lot of content, especially well gemmed and whatnot. So we get the new one tonight. I think we're good because I was already out farming last night after I did the dailies, so we only have to try to catch one thing and then just do the other stuff. So still pretty quick for today. We're in the fire and let that go. But we just didn't have any commentary for it, but hit over the 200 episodes of this. We're missing we're about two behind or some, I believe, because I have lumped in a couple dailies together with each other, so I can't believe it's almost already August. I know we still got a couple weeks left, but this year feels like it's just flying by at this point. Been recording these, doing these recordings actually kind of make you kind of just realize where all the time went. It's kind of been good because it's something new, and again, I didn't necessarily plan to post these to YouTube, but I did plan to record them, so it's kind of keeping me a little bit on track to what my goal was for what I wanted with this game, which I will talk about that, kind of refresh why I'm doing what I'm doing here while we finish up these last little the easy ones on the dailies. And basically the reason why I'm recording all these dailies for everyone on here to go through is I 100% know that this is not the most entertaining thing on here, and I am not doing this for the entertainment value. This is basically a New Year's resolution for me with this game, because at the end of last year I had saved up somewhere around 6 months worth of eggs. And again, you guys know I'm a very casual player, but it was over 500 eggs that I had, and these were all 3 to 5 star eggs. They were none of the lower tiered eggs, and I had somewhere around 32,000 gems, so I decided to spend during the clan festival at the end of the year just about half of my gems and open up all my eggs. And upon doing so, I didn't get a single 5-star Astromon out of anything, and the only thing I got was the 3 pity eggs from the clan festival. So I was actually quite upset about that, because the odds for that should have been a lot better. And again, that's my opinion. A lot of the stuff obviously I put out on here is my opinion, but needless to say that I did not enjoy not getting at least something. And all 3 of my pity eggs were none of the Astromon that I needed, wanted, or cared about. And that kind of sucked. So what what I wanted to do was go, all right, I'm gonna save for an entire year. I'm gonna do this for an entire year, and see what I get at that point. And if it's still just as abysmal, I wanted to make it known to the developers that this is kind of ridiculous. I do go about talking about, again, yesterday or the other day I talked about features, and I do try to offer a solution to what I'm complaining about on there, because again, I do realize this is a business. But I really promoted that guy's post. There's somebody on Facebook that talked about and did the math for summoning 5 stars, and it's just it's abysmal. It's ridiculous how low the chances are, and then again, trying to target an Astromon specifically, like a 5-star Astromon, it's just nearly impossible without spending hundreds of thousands of gems to do so. And that's just for how generous this game, in the current gotcha game market is. It's incredible how little you get rewarded for. Again, what they tout as their the creme de la creme, like these 5-star Astromon. We have things in the game that are 100%. They allow you to at least get some 5 stars, i.e. the hero dungeon, but it's dead content. And it's not to say that my opinion's the number one opinion. No, that's not what I'm getting at with what I'm bringing up here. It's just what I wanted to do was, at the end of the year, no matter what we had left, we spend it all. We open up all the eggs, and we basically see just what we get. And then I was going to do kind of what I've done in some of these dailies, is talk about changes that are going to be helpful for Monster Super League. Whether I talk to you, a lot of you guys who have played, a lot of you newer players too, get feedback like that to then present to them and say, hey, this is my small community, but it's kind of broken up into people who have played the game just as long as I have, if not a little bit longer. And this is the kind of things we want change. This is stuff to do. And the other thing is I like to have ammunition. I like to have stuff to present to people, like it's my evidence, so to speak. And that's what recording these dailies really are, is my evidence to them, to show, hey, I did do the bare minimum of this game, and I got rewarded for it. But then all that stuff I saved up, I didn't get a single thing. And that's kind of what I'm gearing up to see at the end of the year, unfortunately, is another year of not getting jack diddly squat. And again, I've also talked about it, and we've talked about it. A couple of you guys have commented. Again, the Primo festivals they are in the right direction, I feel. But after this last Primo festival of just like, you really you don't get something that you want, or you don't have a chance to at least, get one light or dark Astromon, because you'll never see that again until they bring up the Primo festival again. And who knows when they're going to do that, right? Because again, the problem I have with the hero dungeons is it's a one and done thing. It doesn't get reset. And again, maybe at the end of the year that does get reset, but at the same time, I can't make that prediction with half the content that comes out, And again, we'll go into, again, I'm going to do a thorough video. It's probably going to be a long video talking about everything that I think that could be changed to make the game better and whatnot. But I figured I'd do a recap, just so, again, people understand why I'm making these videos. It's 100%, I know it's not entertaining to watch, but at the same time, it's my ammunition that I'm going to have at the end of the year to promote to, excuse me, 433 and say, hey, look, I know you care about your game. We care about your game too. It's just there are a lot of things that we as the community do put out there that could be a lot better to make it a little bit more enjoyable, or et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to leave that there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily.